Hello, people. How's it going? Well, I figured that my last video was such a serious one. Last video was so serious, I thought I'd do a little more lighthearted one, even though my Dolphins suck. My Dolphins are terrible. I've been a Dolphin fan since they started. I lived in Tampa, Florida, when they first came to Miami in 1966, if I remember correctly. I've been a Dolphin fan ever since. I have suffered through losing to Dallas, then being the Vikings on the third one, I think. First beating the Redskins in our wondrously, gloriously perfect season. I'll get to that eventually. But then beating the Vikings, where I live, where I like to remind the Viking fans that I beat you in the last time we actually won a Super Bowl. Yeah, sad, very tragic. And we lost to San Francisco, and then we lost to the Redskins. A long-suffering Dolphin fan. But they'll always be my team. Bob Greasy will always be my quarterback. I know Dan Marino was a far better quarterback. Bob Greasy was my quarterback as a kid. Okay? He was my quarterback as a kid. I've been a Dolphin fan my whole life. I have suffered through good seasons, bad seasons, even more bad seasons, even worse seasons. But I'll always be a Dolphin fan. First book I'd recommend is The Winning Edge if you can find it. This is the book my mom gave me when I was a kid. This isn't the original copy, unfortunately, but this is the book she got me when I trying to get my fingers out of the way there. It's a good book. I like this book. Actually, this book was given to somebody a long time ago, 1976. And as a guy, Don Shula was a great coach. This is a very good book about his coaching career up to the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl. But I like this book. I've always. I'm a suffering Dolphin fan. Our team is terrible this year. And though I will live in Minnesota, I'm rooting for the Vikings because I live here. Because I have another team. I have to have at least one backup team. Considering I live in the land of the frozen north, the Vikings are my backup team. Because my Dolphins are pathetic. They don't have a quarterback anymore. I don't think they've had a quarterback since Dan Marino. Unfortunately, Dan Marino, as great as he was, he never won a Super Bowl. Doesn't make him any less great, but he should have won at least one of them. But then again, he was up against Joe Montana the first time. He wasn't going to beat Joe Montana. Joe Montana was going to beat him. That was all there was to it. I remember my heart broken as they lost. And then we played the Redskins and got destroyed by John Riggins. Yeah. But yes, I have suffered through Dan Marino. He is a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong, he was a great quarterback. I just wish he at least won one of the two Super Bowls he was in. Bob Greasy. Bob Greasy is my quarterback. I have his book. I mean, he is correct. Earl Morrall gave him that perfect season because he was out on the fourth game or the fifth game he got injured. Earl Morrall got them there. Greasy won the rest of it. Earl Morrall deserves a lot of credit. He does give Earl Morrall a lot of credit for that. This is a pretty good book. It's a very good book. There's the Zonk. Zonka. There's some nice pictures in here. Let's see. See if I get the pictures right this time. Not getting my silly fingers in the way. Oh, I'm terrible at this. That's when he got injured. In the fifth game, yeah. Got injured. Broke his ankle. Dislocated his ankle. And there's Morrall on the bottom. If it weren't for him, he really deserves a lot more credit than he gets for winning that perfect season. He really does. I mean, Mercury Morris was in there. Kick was in there. Nick Abamatani. I'm sure I'm missing up getting a few people. Just think about it. On the bottom. Really need to get better than this. There we go. There's the Super Bowl they won. They really the Permium almost blew it, but he didn't. So it's a very good one. Now, the history of that season, just as in the book, this one, another must read if you're a Dolphin fan. I mean, I'll always be a Dolphin fan, even if they are terrible. I mean, let's see. The Miami Dolphins, the late 1960s, were a laughingstock. A franchise where careers went to die. Then came Don Shula. Just a few short years, through hard work, long practice, and his nonsense attitude, non-nonsense attitude, Shula transformed the team into a championship franchise. Led by such greats as Larry Zonka, Bob Griese, Nick Alanakami, Larry Little, Mercury Morris, and Zeke Scott, the team was undefeated in 1972. That was 9. Regular season, they went on to win the Super Bowl number 7. Along the way, the Dolphins became the team of the 1970s with Miami as a franchising backdrop. Sorry. Based on years of research and interviews, undefeated by award-winning journalist Mike Freeman, his image was perhaps the single greatest accomplishment in team history, sports history. The unbelievable season in which the Dolphins didn't lose a single game. There's never been a football team like those Miami Dolphins. And it never happened again. So the New England Patriots came close. And then lost the Super Bowl. I remember that. I know where I was, too. But anyway, a very good book. This is a very good book. These are pictures in there. Oh, there's Don. Winning his trophy. None of these are color pictures, so I can't do anything about the glare, people. I tried. I can't figure out a way to minimize it. I have to figure out a way to do it. It's Paul Warfield. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's Paul Warfield. I forgot to mention him, too. Paul Warfield. But yeah, I grew up to hate the Oakland Raiders and John Madden. I liked him. After he retired, I liked him. But as a coach, I couldn't stand John Madden. Then again, he was an Oakland Raider and I'm a Dolphin. So. But yeah, the Oakland Raiders were... every time the Dolphins would play the Raiders, I was sure they were going to lose. That's how good the Raiders were. They were a good team. They won the 73, 73. They played the 73, but 72 Dolphins. We won the Super Bowl. So we beat the Vikings the next year. We didn't go undefeated next year, of course. We did that. In fact, I like to remind Vikings fans constantly. But yes. These are 3 very excellent books. If you're into Dolphin history, Miami Dolphin history, it was a perfect season about some of the players. These are the books for you. I can order these books though. But, don't get me wrong. Dan Marino was a great quarterback. But Bob Griese won 2 Super Bowls. And I grew up with Bob Griese. He was my quarterback. It was also Roger Staubach and Terry Bradshaw and Timmy Sigler. Off the top of my head. I'm sorry. Those are the only 4 I can think of that really did anything. Oh, Fran Tarkenton. Fran Tarkenton is considered very highly here in Minnesota. He should be. He was a great quarterback. He didn't win any, like Marino, but, unlike the Bills, who went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost, which in itself is a remarkable feat. I mean, the fact that they went to 4 straight Super Bowls at all is an incredible feat. Football's changed a lot since then. I'm not impressed. But my Dolphins, they lost their quarterback again, of course. The problem is they don't have a good coach. I mean, they need the clone Don Shula. Or Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick wouldn't have been as successful without Tom Brady, by the way. But anyway, I have some other books in here of different football players. But those are the only three I have with Dolphins. I'm sure there's one out there I haven't got yet, but I probably will eventually. But I like my team. My team, they're like the Dodgers. They will always be my team, no matter how badly they play, no matter how badly they lose, and no matter who they lose to. But anyway, I'm going to keep this video very short. I just wanted to talk about something less serious in the last video I did. So those are three very excellent books out there for fellow Miami Dolphin fans. You probably already read them, but if you haven't, you should. They are very good. So, right. Keep fishing at it. See, when I do that, I turn yellow. That's what I'm trying to avoid, is that yellow tint. Sorry. I really should be doing this on a different video while I practice. But anyway, go Dolphins. Hopefully. Vikings are undefeated. Vikings and Dolphins are bad. But anyway, enough of my griping about my bad team. There'll be worse. Yes. Or Jets. Or any other team that's worse. I don't think there's one. But anyway, tomorrow the Vikings play the Detroit Tigers. Detroit Lions. Tigers, Lions. They're all in Detroit. I think on top of my head, any Dolphins book I know about that I don't have. There probably is one out there somewhere. I just don't have. These are just the top three that I have, and I only keep three. So anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Behave yourselves, people, because you know I'm not going to. See you later.